Hello everyone, today we want to talk about pitch elevator. What does it mean? Suppose you want to introduce or pitch yourself in very short time, 30 seconds to 1 minute. Suppose you are looking for a job, you call to a hire manager and you want to pitch yourself in about 30 seconds on phone. Very short, and you want to make a big impact. Or maybe you have a startup, or maybe you have an idea and need an investor. Okay, you need to convince the investor to do investment on your project, on your idea. You need to convince him or her in about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Maybe you want to sell a product or a service to a customer. You have a very short time for convincing him or her to buy it. What does it mean, pitch elevator? Suppose you are in an elevator with a customer, with a hire manager, with an investor, and he or she wants to leave the elevator in the first floor. You have only 30 seconds to 1 minute maximum to make the enough impact and make him or her interested for following the issue. But before everything, 2 points are very important. The first, be confident and be enthusiastic before speaking and before making your pitch. After that, I want to ask you 5 questions. Before any pitch, make a scenario based on answers of these 5 questions. It means that, first of all, ask these questions from your self-honesty and try to answer them. By the answering, you could make a very good pitch in 30 seconds to 1 minute. The first, consider that the pitch should be clear and very concise presentation of your idea. No extra or unnecessary information is needed, not at all, because your audience will get bored. The second, what problem is your idea solving? Exactly, you should answer this question. What kind of problem and what problem? Please be honest with yourself when you want to answer it. Otherwise, your audience will not get interested in it. The third one, whose problem this idea is solving? The idea could be everything. As I told you, it could be your skills and abilities for finding a job, maybe your product or your services, maybe your idea, maybe your startup projects, maybe your company. Everything could be. But these questions up to know. And the fourth one, what is your target market? Exactly. Where is your market and for who is it interesting? The next one, how business model do you want to use and how do you want to call it to action? It means that how do you want to solve these problems by your idea? Exactly. For example, if your audience has a problem and you could convince him that this is a problem and this is my project or this is my idea that could solve the problem. You could exactly convince him or her that how do I implement this idea to solve the problem and what is the conclusion of solving the problem. Okay, now by answering these questions, you have a scenario and you know what do you want to present, what do you want to pitch, but how do you want to pitch? It is very important. I want to share some points with you to help you. How do you present it? First of all, practice this pitch before presentation. It means that do it several times, maybe in front of a mirror, maybe when you are alone, maybe with your colleagues, maybe with your family or friends. And when you are presenting, try to keep eye contact. It is very important. It means that you are honest and you are saying exactly what is coming from your heart. Your audiences will trust you more when they have eye contact with you. And also use your hands, use your gestures, use your body languages. It's very important. Do not use only your tongue, only your head, all of your body. It means that presentation with all of your body. When your pitch is successful, your audience may ask some questions or wants to know more. It is great. It means that you have been successful in this stage. But what is next stage? You need to have some examples, some short stories, and be ready for answering all the related questions. But it's normal if you are not ready for answering all the questions. Maybe your audience asks you one or some questions that you are not ready for them. Not because of knowing your project, because you do not know exactly the relation of this project. You haven't had this approach of this project. No worry, if you have done your pitch successfully up to now, you could ask your audience to give you some time for answering these questions. You could say, thank you very much. I prefer to investigate more, or maybe I prefer to talk to my colleagues or other shareholders. And I will come back to you very soon, maybe in 24 hours, maybe in 2 days, maybe in 2 hours, maybe 1 hour. You could promise for its exact reply in a very short time. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that this video could help you to make a better pitch or introduction for your idea, for your services, for your products, for your business, or for introduction of yourself. Thank you very much.